Good morning, everyone. It's Michelle Hill with Southern Inspirations. Welcome to this episode of Home Base Design Time with Kelley Kolettis. Good morning, Kelley. How are you doing this Friday morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. I'm so excited about our live episode today to talk about outdoor living spaces. And I have to tell you, I'm a little jealous because you actually get to be outdoors and I'm stuck in here in this office.
It's beautiful outside today. It's very exciting. Getting a little warm, but it's beautiful.
Yes, it looks just gorgeous behind you. And I know that it's about to get even more pretty because you're going to teach us how to beautify the space. It looks like you're on a deck or a patio. Is that right?
Yes, I am actually on an empty deck. So
Uh-huh.
we're starting out from nothing and we will build up from there and I'll show you how to do it.
Awesome. Well, I cannot wait. So, to get us started, and y'all, I want to kind of set this up since this is our first live. We hope that you had an opportunity to watch the partnership announcement several days ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago now. Kelley Kolettis has come alongside Southern Inspirations as a partner to bring wonderful dynamic content in the space of interior design and decorating and color schemes and oh my goodness, everything home decor and design. Well, inside and out, right? Since we're
Yes, definitely. I am an
um,
interior designer, but I do work on the outside as well.
I love it. And so, y'all want to be sure to follow her on social media, on her website. She does virtual and in person consultations. So, we will share all of that as part of this broadcast. And be sure to keep up with the Southern Inspirations main page and then that home base group so that you can have access to her website and her social media sites. So, with that, Kelley, I think we are ready to dive into outdoor spaces. So, you just tell us what we should know.
All right. Well, if I were to meet you for a consultation to talk about your outdoor space, one of the first things I would ask is what is the purpose of your space? Is it around the pool? Are we working on a lounge area? Do you want an outdoor kitchen? Do you just need a dining area? There's so many options. Arkansas has beautiful weather year round, so take advantage of your outdoor spaces. You can have beautiful upholstery, you can have all wicker, you can have metal. There's so many options for sunproofing, weatherproofing. And I'm just happy to be able to work outside pretty much all year round.
I
If we were
know.
to meet for a consultation, I can work with anything as far as things that you've got, or if we need to shop for new things. If you have a budget of $400, I can make sure that we get the most bang for your buck. If you've got a budget of $4,000, we can do a whole lot. Even though it is outside, I do try to treat it as if it were just any room. So I do start from the floor to ceiling, essentially. I do everything in layers. And what I really like to do is um, start with the rug. It makes the most impact. You can change it year round. There are lots of materials that I would suggest working with if you're going to do an outside rug. Anything that is synthetic is usually better for outside just because it's made to be weatherproof, stain-proof. Polyester, nylon, that polypropylene, it looks like plastic, but it's usually woven together just like a normal carpet would be. Those would be my suggestions for something outside because they are very easy to clean and you don't have to worry about the sun bleaching them or anything like that. They're usually fairly inexpensive, so if you're trying to do an update every year, every other year, they're really easy to replace.
Wow, there's so many different types of designs too. So, if you do get tired of one design or look, it's easy enough to change out. I love that.
hmm And starting with the rug makes it really easy to build your way up. There are a million options out there, and some people have a hard time finding a starting point. So I always suggest if you're starting from scratch, start with the rug. Because from there, you can find a core common color that you want to be your main color to work from there. You can get the cushions in that solid color, get pillows, that you can change out per season or every year. They have lots and lots of outdoor options all over town, but they're very easy to find online as well. So you shouldn't be too challenged in trying to find new outdoor pillows.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Moving up from the rug, I really like to focus on lighting, even though it is very bright all day long, and you may be out there all day long, depending on what the purpose of your space is. Once the sun goes down, you still need lights, whether it be some sort of fire pit or the string lights or the solar lights. There are lots and lots of different options, things that you can do yourself if you want to purchase it online, or we can even hire an electrician if you want to get some like heavy duty outdoor lighting going on. I've got a team of people that I work with, so depending on the size of the project and what needs to be done, if it's not something that I can do, I can definitely find the person that can.
I might have to be talking to you about some of the string lights because I have a couple of ideas in my head, which is kind of dangerous for some string light projects. So I may have to follow up with you on that. Lighting can make all the difference for sure.
Yes, definitely. And again, depending on your space, you definitely need seating. Whether it be for dining, you've got people coming over around the pool, you'll still need lounge seats. There are lots and lots of different options, like I said, places around town or places online. It can be overwhelming once you get to shopping. So if you need help shopping, I'm happy to help point you in the direction. It just really depends on your budget. I don't want to blow your whole budget on a really cool chair, but if you've got the budget for it, we can really stretch it out depending on what you're wanting to do.
I love that you can work with all levels of budget. So depending on what that is, you can make it work.
hmm And then from there, I like to build up on whether or not you need the sun protection or the shade or even privacy. A lot of houses in Little Rock just butt right up against each other. You don't have a lot of privacy, and there are lots of different options for having something that is standalone and permanent or some type of plant that just grows and gives you natural privacy. There are lots of options to work with. Again, lots of places around town that we can shop from, just depending on your budget.
Wow. Lots of, I've seen lately those, they're almost like dividers, like outdoor dividers.
Mhm.
I've been eyeing those a little bit. I have one area around my pool that right now I'm using plants that I hope to grow very large for some of my privacy, but I've been eyeing a few of those dividers, wondering if that might work as well. So lots
Mhm.
of things to choose from for sure.
Definitely. Another option to think about, talking about layers, try to use all of your senses, and that includes sound. If there are speakers or music or something that you're wanting to use as some sort of entertainment, if you've got a huge outdoor kitchen, you may want, a big screen TV to celebrate game day. Or if you're lounging by the pool, you may want to have your summer tunes playing on the speakers. Again, there are lots of do-it-yourself options. We can always have an electrician come out and install it for you. But that's always something to think about, that while you're out there, you may want some sort of other entertainment other than just like playing music from your phone. Um, Another thing, as far as using your senses, would be like smells as well. So a lot of the plants that I try to use, I try to use plants that would attract the right kind of bugs. Citronella is a big hit. There are some of my favorite plants that I like to use for just about every outdoor project because they're very sturdy and they multiply. So whether you want to update every year or every other year, there are plants that once they get bigger, you can separate them, plant them somewhere else. So you're not having to constantly buy more plants. And I like the sturdier plants that come back every year, so you don't have to redo everything every time. I
Yeah.
like the ones that come back every spring. You get the vibrant colors, but I also like the greens. I mean, it is very natural outside, but greens go with anything. I think some of my go-to plants would probably be hostas, ferns, and bulbed flowers, like flowers that are bulbs and multiply, like tulips, lilies, daylilies, irises,
And let's show
succulents.
those. Yeah, let's show those right now if we can too.
Yes.
kind of fun
Hostas
to
come in lots
prepare
of
for.
different shades of green, so they're really great to work with. They offer lots of texture. The ferns also offer texture with they're very small leaves compared to the larger leaves of the hostas. And I've got a picture here of the bulbs. There are lots of different bulb flowers that come back every year. They multiply. You can spread them out, take from, the bunch that you originally started with, plant them around in different plants, and they come back every year. And as if you plant lots of different ones, it's like as one dies out, another one blooms, and as it dies out, another one blooms. So you kind of get this drawn out show of plants all summer long, just new colors every week.
Uh, I love it. I have just recently begun to learn the difference between perennials and annuals and those that can handle the full sun versus the shade. Excuse me. And I'll tell you, I have killed many a plant, not this year, but just in my life with either overwatering or underwatering. And learning, how much water is the right amount of water, and to buy the pots with the hole in the bottom because
Yes, definitely.
because I liked them,
Mhm.
not necessarily considering the functionality from a watering standpoint. And so, in fact, the ones on my front porch, after going through about my third, round of dead plants in there, I looked on the bottom. A friend of mine was over and said, "Do those have holes in the bottom?" I said, "No." So she said, "Well, there's your problem." And so my husband drill holes in the bottom. So I'm all good now.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Yes, things
Okay.
that drain well, and take into consideration that we do have a lot of rain in the spring. So a lot of people like to go the direction of succulents because they are worried that they'll kill it. And succulents are very sturdy and can really stand the hot heat that we do get, but they don't like a lot of water. So if you do plan on using succulents, make sure you bring them like under the roof a little bit when it does rain. They are sturdy, but they do not like the water, and we get plenty of it this
Ah,
spring. So keep
okay.
that
Well,
in
I'm
mind.
glad to know that too because
Mhm.
I love succulents, and I have some of those around the pool. And I'm like, maybe I should water them a little bit less now that I'm learning this.
Mhm.
Okay, good
Definitely.
plan for me today.
So if I were going to go through the whole consultation, I talk about your budget, take measurements, take photos, get an idea of what you're wanting from the space. And from that, I create a lookbook. It's like a project book that has everything put together with photos, dimensions, colors, exactly what you need. That makes it really easy for you to get a visual. A lot of people aren't able to envision just what I'm describing to them. It really helps to make decisions if you have something to look at. So having, your seating and your tables and your rug and your lighting and the certain plants that I would use all put on one page together makes it really easy to make the decisions and helps us to do the shopping, whether you want to do the shopping based on the inspiration or I do the shopping and do all of the installation for you. I think you've got an example of what a
I
lookbook would be.
do. There we go.
Good. So this is the inspiration I'm using for the empty space that I'm in right now. Like I said, I started with the rug. I wanted to go with very neutral colors because it is um, completely surrounded by trees. So I really wanted to focus on the greenery. There's water back behind me. I didn't want to use a lot of the color that I would normally use in a project because I wanted the nature to be the color. So with this design that I've created, I went with mainly black and whites and kept it a little graphic. So you still get the custom look without it being punches of different colors.
Yeah.
Starting with the rug, I went with the black and white stripe, and then moving up, we were wanting seating out here, keep it really loungy, comfortable. So I found something online that had the outdoor wicker with cushions that were weatherproof. The pillows are weatherproof. They will be easily interchangeable since we chose something in such a neutral base fabric. So if next year we decide to go with all blues and purples, then all we would have to do is get a new rug and new pillows, and you're not having to replace the whole space. Again, choosing a chair that had no upholstery at all. It was made of wood, bamboo, very weatherproof. It won't puddle or anything like that. And just throwing a pillow on there adds all the punch of color that it could possibly need. So this space will be very neutral, but still really boho modern feeling.
I love it, and I keep my eyes keep gravitating toward those string lights because just really want some. I can just envision how that's going to look. I bet it's going to be absolutely beautiful. I look forward to seeing that come together.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Good stuff.
And also with Father's Day coming up, we've got gift certificates that we offer. So if you want to gift your husband, father, neighbor, friend, brother, whoever, a gift certificate, I can come and use what they've already got, create a whole new space for the summer. Or if they're itching to start a project, I'm happy to help coordinate how getting it started, whether it be finding people to come and help or creating a whole new design if you want to start from scratch.
And we've got something that I believe any father would really like. Look,
Definitely.
oh my goodness. Let me take that little note down so they can get the full effect. Look at that. Yeah,
Yes.
incredible. So, wow, get a gift certificate and get Kelley over there to what a great Father's Day present. Something.
Oh yes. This is an inspiration photo. So
Yeah.
whatever Pinterest board you've got, whatever magazine cutouts you've got, I can take inspiration from just about anything and create the perfect space that you need.
Wow. I love that. Good stuff. I want to get your website up here too. It's kellykolettisdesigns.com, correct?
Yes.
All right, I want to type that up and get that because I want folks to be able to get that if they're doing replay or there we go. Got that popped up there. So now can folks get the gift certificates, did you say directly from your website?
You can just contact me, whether it be through the
Okay.
website, through my email, through Facebook, just however you want to contact me. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn. My website down there at the bottom, www.kelleykolettisdesigns.com. Very easy to find. It's got lots and lots of photos. I've got outdoor spaces that are already on there if you're looking for inspiration. And follow my page because I've got lots of projects coming up this summer, and I'm sure you'd like to see the before and after photos.
Yes, absolutely. Well, this has been fabulous. I've learned a lot, and I know our guests watching have certainly learned a lot. I look forward to just continuing our conversation on all these wonderful tips. And everyone that's watching, we will be live. Kelley and I will be live together the first and third Friday of the month. But every Friday, you can look for some sort of content. Kelley's already got it all mapped out. There's going to be lots of just fun tips for our Friday design time. You're going to love it. So just be sure and stay tuned to that Southern Inspirations home base group as well as Kelley's social media that she mentioned in her website. Well, Kelley, before we close out, is there anything else you'd like to share?
No, just happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Y'all have a good weekend.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we will see you next time right here at Home Based Design Time. Design Time. Bye-bye.
Bye.